I don't want to watch some of this. Hold on.
Now in MAGA world specifically.
It's pretty big, I have to be honest. It's just a red line that it crosses for many people. Jeffrey Epstein is literally the most well-known convicted pedophile in modern-day history. This is something that's been talked about by many people serving in the administration, myself, and many others on the right and the left.
So we got MTG warns big blowback in MAGA world over handling of Epstein case.
There needing to be transparency of the rich and powerful elites that were in his circle while he was just one of the worst serial abusers of young women. It has been a very serious situation for the administration, and many people are speaking out online. You've seen it. You saw it at Turning Point Student Action Summon this weekend. And a lot of people in MAGA, they really want to know more information about the people that were...
Oh yeah, Epstein and Trump were allegedly friends for over 10 years. So much so that in an interview with Epstein, the officers asked him what they thought of Trump, and Epstein said, Trump is like my best friend, known him for 10 years.
With Jeffrey Epstein, and is there a blackmail list, and are there foreign countries' governments involved? And there's nothing wrong with people continuing to ask that.
For the first time in his political life, Donald Trump is losing control of the...
Yep. This is so heavy. Trump is losing everything.
Message. The MAGA base...
You want your MAGA base back? You want your MAGA base back? You want your Make America Great Again back? Then Make America Great Again. Release these files.
Demanding answers after Attorney General Pam Bondi announced...
See, look at that. Also, there are pictures of him with the prince saying that he's never met the prince before, but then you have pictures of him with the prince.
Jeffrey Epstein did not have a client list. At the time of his death, Epstein faced charges over the...
You don't need a client list. Just pull out the flight logs.
Trafficking of underage girls. Bondi's announcement is a 180 from the theories Trump and his allies have promoted for years. For example, Dan Bongino.
A lot of people think that he was killed. He knew a lot on a lot of people.
He was killed.
You think so? Yeah, I'd be inclined to do the Epstein. I'd have no problem with it.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Okay, so those are the two people. Hold on. So
no problem with it.
Seriously, we need
this guy. Isn't that
release the Epstein list. That is an important
I think him and him, they're both talking about stepping out of their positions.
And let us know who
Epstein's little book administration hidden in the American public.
the pedophiles are.
I'm not ever going to let this story go because of what I heard from a source about Bill Clinton on a plane with Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not letting it go ever.
Okay, well, now he's deputy director at the FBI, and Bongino is talking about quitting over handling...
I was right, see?
...of the Epstein case. The group chat is back. Jasmine, one of the things that struck me about watching this play out online in social media posts is people saying someone should be fired. This person needs to go, that person needs to go. Is it Bondi? Is it Bongino? Where's Kash Patel? What are you hearing?
Yeah, well, I think people have to look back to Signalgate and how long it took President Biden to fire Mike Waltz, and yet he's still
President
around.
Trump, yeah.
It doesn't matter because if Trump is on the files, he's not going to release them. He's the president of the goddamn United States. If he don't want to release those files, he's not gonna. That's all there is to it. And I'd imagine he's not the only one that doesn't want them released.
And yet he is still now heading for a confirmation vote to be the UN ambassador, right? President Trump does not want to fire his cabinet. And in fact, he really actually likes Pam Bondi. They spend a lot of time together. They have a lot of FaceTime, and they've had for years. He also says that he likes Dan Bongino. Of course, Dan Bongino showed up to work yesterday, a source told me. Really something that the administration hopes is kind of the first steps for this to be, just a bridge over troubled water, something kind of in the distance, and that the base gets over it. Of course, I talked to one MAGA influencer who basically said the base, after this, couple of days, including President Trump's Truth Social, was unmoved, that they're not moving on. And so they're kind
Even
of
as he says over and over again. Is anyone
That's
still
crazy.
about this? And
so
the answer
kind of
is
between
yes.
a rock.
Yeah, look at that. MAGA Civil War headline. What'd I say, boys? What did I say? What did I say? And we might end up in a civil war even if they don't release those damn files.
Hard place.
That's crazy.
People have to recognize that Donald Trump does not want to give anybody a scalp, and he actually really likes Pam Bondi, and so I don't necessarily see him firing her, at least in the
meantime.
No one's going to get fired from this. No one's going to get fired for this because I guarantee you the one that's pulling the trigger on these files is Trump.
Democrats weighing in on this. Here's House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
The American people deserve to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as it relates to this whole sordid.
Okay, so help you God. Finish that statement, bruh.
Jeffrey Epstein matter. Democrats didn't put the Jeffrey Epstein thing into the public domain. This was a conspiracy that Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, and these MAGA extremists have been fanning the flames of for the last several years.
It gets kind of hard. It's kind of hard not to fan the flames on something whenever you use it whenever you're running for election. Trump pretty much built his entire election on that, so it's kind of hard not to.
And now the chickens are coming home to roost.
That's right. That's right. It's nut up or shut up time, big dog. It's nut up or shut up time.
Look, I like it.
Woo!
Did you just do the chin? I want to know what you're going to say.
What I'm going to say is that, look, there's very few issues that Democrats can weigh into on conspiracy stuff that will get MAGA to even think Democrats got half a brain. But this is one of them. One thing that's lost, and Democrats, listen to me, the way we should be talking about this and the reason that these files should be made public is because we never talk about the victims and the folks who've lived through, the women who've lived through.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, is that that's their excuse for not releasing these files. Their excuse for not releasing these files is because they got to hide the victims. They're using the victims as a shield, which is the reason why this isn't really looking good for them, because it's falling apart. It's falling apart massively. When you just keep using the victims of this as a shield, okay, well then redact those names and release who did it.
Like, we talk about him, we talk about Trump, we talk about a Democrat, we talk about Clinton, whatever, but
In
we
fairness,
forget.
if you go down the rabbit hole, a lot of the people posting are like, what about these victims? They need justice. They see that as
They
part
do.
of
They need justice. That's the snapback to that. And they do. They need justice. There's no reason why somebody should be sitting in a $50 million mansion when they should be in jail. Or worse. Like,
Democrats says this is how you should be talking about this. Talk about the victims, say that's why we should see everything.
All right.
exactly.
You had your chin. This one is Marjorie Taylor Greene.
But I don't think the Democrats, I don't like this whole like left and right policy crap. But like, I don't think the opposing side wants that either, because if they do, if they're in the files, then they wouldn't want that either. So that's why they're keeping quiet.
Transparency on the case.
Why am I Marjorie Taylor Greene all day? That it crosses for many people. Jeffrey Epstein is literally the most well-known convicted pedophile in modern day history.
Yeah, he is.
Being convicted years ago for procuring a child for prostitution, as well as other charges. And this is something that's been talked about by many people serving in the administration, myself, and many others on the right and the left, of there needing to be transparency.
If the whole point of outsiders becoming insiders, shock, but people.
I can't with that, dude. I don't understand how they really think that they're. I mean, as long as they keep quiet about it and they really just ignore it, there's a good chance that it might blow over. But I mean, at the same time, every time you look at Trump, it's always going to be the same question: why haven't you released the files? Because he ran his whole like presidency on that. So it's just not going to go away. I hope he's aware of that as well. It's not going away.